We are going to be exploring this week how we can use skip counting to help us with multiplication. And this is a great strategy, but only if we know how to skip count by a lot of different numbers. So a lot of the times we are pretty good with skip counting by twos, maybe by fives and tens. And then when it comes to doing threes, fours, sixes, we require a little more practice than what we've had up until this point. So I just made this quick video just to show you some ways that you can practice some different skip counting patterns. Just to note that at the end I had 2 extra little activities to do for skip counting, but I wasn't able to fully show you because I either didn't have the right equipment or I didn't have the people to do it with. But nonetheless, I still explained it for you, and you may have better luck than I did with those strategies. So one of the things I like to do is write my skip counting patterns on sticky notes. You can see here I've started with 12, and that's because this is a counting by 2 pattern, and I'm pretty good with counting by 2s up until 10, and it's after 10 where I have to slow down just a little bit to think about it, and so this is the part that I really want to practice. And I don't need to write the other ones on sticky notes. So for example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I can do that a few times, and then I can ask somebody to come and take out 1 or 2 papers and see if I can fill in the blanks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. All right, you could do that for, I had made a set for doing it with 3s. You can stick these on a table. You can stick them on a great big long line on a wall and just practice counting them in different ways like that. Here's another way that you can practice your skip counting. I'm going to practice skip counting by 3s up to 30, and I'm using a stack of cups. And what I've done is I have written the numbers that I need to say from 3 to 30 on the bottom of the cups, and then I can just quickly remove them from the stack. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. That keeps my hands busy, as well as I'm saying them over and over. Now, you would need to do that a few times to try and get those numbers into your head. And of course, it's very important that when you start, you've got them in the right order so that as you pull the cup off, you're seeing the numbers in the right order. If you get really good at going forwards, you could then do it backwards. So this is how I ended, and I was making a new stack over here. Now I could go backwards. 30, 27, 24, 21, and so on. So a more active way of practicing your skip counting, you can put your sticky notes or your cards, whatever you've put your numbers on, up the stairs, and then you can say them as you go up, like this. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Okay, I wanted to show you another way, but I could not find a tennis ball, which I thought we had laying around here. But you could line up your skip counting pattern on a fence or on a wall outside and throw a ball at each of the numbers as a target, saying the numbers as you go. I was going to show you one more way, and that was to play catch with somebody. So you could take turns saying the numbers in your skip counting pattern. So for example, if I was playing with you, I would throw the ball, you would say 3. Throw it back to me, 6 when I caught it, 9, 12, and so on. I was going to demonstrate this, but nobody in my family was brave enough to be on the video with me, but I think you get the idea. So this week I challenge you to find some creative ways to practice some of your skip counting patterns so that you will get faster and more efficient with your multiplication. You can practice these skip counting patterns in simple activities as well, such as when you're drying the dishes after dinner, or driving in the car, or on the commercial breaks when you're watching your favorite TV show. So be creative, find some ways to practice, and I will see you real soon.